Welcome back to Pink Ambitions. Here we shall be doing a line by line analysis on the poem Stopping by the Words in a Snowy Evening, line by line analysis, and a summary. Okay, so Stopping by the Words by Robert Frost. Let's go through the poem first. Those woods, these are I think I know. His house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch the woods fill up with snow. My little horse may think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and the frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there's some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Notice how the last two lines are repeated to show the emphasis of the importance of this two lines. Okay, stanza 1. Stanza 1. So, those woods, these I know, think I know. The speaker sees woods and recognizes who owns them. So, it sets a quiet, familiar tone. I think also hints at the uncertainty. So, that he has outsider here. So, he's in uncertainty. Whoops, sorry for that mistake. Okay, the second line here, he says the owner isn't around to see him stop. This gives the speaker permission to pause because there is no one watching and no one judging. Okay, the stanza 1, line 3, repeats the idea he's alone, unwatched. There's a sense of freedom to just stop. Okay, line 4. The reason for stopping is captivated by something. He's captivated by beauty, by simplicity of the snow falling, the nature, stillness, solitude. That is what he's captivated by, and that is the reason why he has stopped. Okay, stanza 2, lines 5. The horse finds it odd that they've stopped. The horse don't really pause without a barn or food in the mind. Okay, so the horse is in confusion now because the horse doesn't know why this person has stopped. Lines 6. To stop without a farmhouse near. Okay, reinforces the horse's confusion. Okay, the horse is in confusion. There's no practical reason for them to stop here. Okay, line 7. Between the woods. Okay, sets the scene of isolated and cold, in between places. No civilization, not fully wilderness either. This is still stanza 2. We are working with line 8. Lines winter solstice time, literally the longest night, but darkness. Also feels metaphorical. Maybe the speaker is in a low, reflective or heavy moment at that time. Okay? Stanza 3 now. So stanza 3, line 9. The horse tries to get his attention by shaking the bells. Okay? And nudges to the reality and duty. Okay? The horse is basically saying, huh? Should we be here? It represents practical concern at this time to see if there's some mistake. Line 11. The only other sound is sweep. Everything goes quiet except for nature. Okay, easy wind and doughy flake. Easy wind, doughy flake representing soft, gentle, almost syllable like. The world is peaceful and not harsh. Stanza 4, lines 13. The woods, lovely, deep, and dark. Lovely representing attraction to the beauty. Dark and deep representing mystery, maybe even rest, maybe death. Many possible answers to this. Okay, lines 14. But I have promises to keep. This calls him back to reality, calls him back to duty. Okay, to duty, responsibilities. He feels like he can't just disappear into the woods because he has to go back. He has to continue his journey. Lines 15 and 16 are repeated. So it's very important to pay attention to the emphasis that they are showing here. Okay, miles to go before I sleep. Literally means that he has a long road ahead, he has a long journey. Or when we say the word sleep, often means death. So miles to go more. So basically, he is tired of working and having responsibilities, and he has such a long life ahead, but he wants he's at that point where he cannot give any more, and he's not certain of his death either. Okay, miles to go before I sleep. It is repeated to show emphasis. The pull of rest is strong, but obligations win for now. The repetition makes it feel wavery, determined, and final. Okay, it shows the importance of this, of the lines. And now the overall summary of this poem. Overall summary: the poem seems simple on the surface, but it holds such depth. The speaker stops by the woods on a snowy evening, lingers so long that the horse becomes restless. So lingers means waits or unnecessarily doing something, okay? He admires the lovely scene in silence and is tempted to stay longer until he thinks about his obligations and the distance he still has to travel. On a deeper level, the desolated woods are not just lovely, but deep and deep as well. The obligating snow and the black night have connotations of danger and isolation. So this poem uses very simple words, very straightforward, but has such a more deeper depth and meaning to the actual poem. And that's all for today. Thank